This is my make or break race. One mistake, one crash, and it's over. No second chances. I've done almost nothing to prepare, I've got no experience, and somehow, I made it work. Judah Dubois here. 2 years ago, I was racing absolutely nobody. Just me, my kart, and now, somehow, I'm flying across the Pacific for my first ever Formula KFX race. Was I prepared? No. Was I confident? Also no. But did I send it anyway? Absolutely. Hey everybody, Judah Dubois here, coming at you live from Kona Airport apparently. I'm about to book my flight back to Maui. Then from Maui I'm going to go to San Francisco. I'm currently about to go for TSA, so yeah. This is gonna be in my debut race video. I don't think there's gonna be any onboard footage since I don't really have my camera yet. So, yeah. I'm gonna go wait in line and basically, yeah. Alright, so, here's the plan. We land, drive, ferry, teleport. Whatever it takes to get me to Infineon Raceway. I'm going to debut in Formula KFX Senior Lightweight, a class where the age limit is 16 plus, but I've been granted an exception to run in the senior category due to my raw pace back on Maui. And because it's my second race ever, the goal is simple. Don't crash, don't die, and if possible, look fast doing it. Now, I could have filmed this part all motivational, like the bridge to my dreams and all that nonsense. But, let's be real, I was too busy trying to calm myself for my second ever race. Still, crossing the Golden Gate on my way to race cars, kinda poetic, kinda terrifying. Mainly terrifying. Finally made it to Sonoma Raceway, late, disorientated, and running purely on caffeine and chaos. My heart is already doing its own qualifying lap at this point. And then, as we get out of the car, out of nowhere, I hear this unmistakably British voice. Ah, there you are, Judah. We've been expecting you. I turn around, and then I met him.
I just told the other driver.
This is Phil Pegler, a British motorsports fanatic and the founder, CEO, and race director of Formula KFX.
Most of them it's a hot track, and if there's any reason it's cold in for anything, just go back down.
I barely have time to blink before he's leading me across the pit lane, straight to the only kart still in the pits, like it was just sitting there waiting just for me. And just like that, I'm suiting up, sliding into the seat, and realizing this is it. No warm-up, no briefing, no easing into it, just straight from good morning to go full throttle. This is where the madness really begins. First session, FP1, and let me tell you, it did not go as planned. First flying lap, I hit turn 1, and somehow executed a full 180-degree spin. Honestly, I'm still not sure how I didn't take out half the pit wall. By the end of the session, I somehow limped my way to P14. Hey, at least I didn't break anything. That counts as a win, right?
My name's Giovanni.
164-ish.
Today will be smooth, but we really appreciated how patient you were and the support you gave us. It was really great, so thank you. The other great thing was, I said very clearly about looking after the carts during the race meeting last time, and it was really good. We got back to the shop and we're like, you know what, these carts are really had minimal incident damage. So can we do that again? Please, that'd be really good. There's that awful ditch behind the outside curb on turn 1. Please stay off that. You know, you don't. If you get the apex late into one, and Josh will, I'm sure, go over this with you. The car is not going to wash out over there. So if you turn in too soon, that's you're going to end up down at the entrance gate. You know, so when you're exiting the pits, if you're called into the pits today, and it's during the session, somebody's pulled you in or flagged you in for something, if you're rejoining a live track, please don't just go around the corner and drive out. Please stop when you get around the corner, look down the straightaway before you enter the pit, and be very don't chance it. If you have to ask yourself, should I, shouldn't I, it shouldn't. It's like the traffic light, right? It's changing, I'll just do it. No, okay? So don't do that. Just wait, it's just a second or two and you'll be on.
Everybody, you're gonna go out and the whole group is gonna be released from the grid. Your 15-minute block will start when your class is released. The first time by the flagman, everybody will receive a green flag, okay? When there's 1 minute left in your practice session, you guys will get a white flag, okay? Everybody will receive a white flag in the middle of their session. The following lap, you will receive a second green flag in the middle of your session. The second green flag indicates the start of qualifying. Now the qualifying block for 5 minutes remaining in the session has started. You have 5 minutes left, okay? At the end of your 5-minute qualifying session, we will throw the checkered and everybody will come in. Is that clear, or does anybody have any questions? You all good with that? Okay.
Daniel's got a question.
Cut to FP2, and somehow I survived. And not only that, I might have actually driven fast enough to not look completely lost.
It makes it easy to follow him today because he started in position 1. Oh, he just got passed.
I didn't spin, I didn't crash, and I even managed a couple laps that felt kinda smooth. A miracle, honestly. And here's the thing, I had no idea how well I'd done until after the session. So imagine my surprise when I found out I ended up P3 in FP2. Yeah, third fastest. I still have no idea how it happened, but hey, I'll take it. On to qualifying. So, qualifying. I'm out there just trying to remember which pedal is the gas and which one is brake. And honestly, I'm mostly thinking about not spinning again at this point. Lap after lap, nothing really special, just karting, sweaty hands, adrenaline, pretending like I knew what I was doing. And then, well, when I get out of the kart, wipe my visor, check my phone, and my jaw drops. One minute, 5.166 seconds. Pole position. My maiden pole. Ahead by 13 milliseconds. In a field of drivers who are actually professionals. I have no idea how it happened. It was completely out of nowhere. and suddenly it hits me. If I can somehow pull this off in the race, I could be in championship contention.
Nice and slow, all the way down till you get to the start-finish line. I'll be standing on that side, and when you hit the start-finish line, you'll be getting the green flag. You need to be behind them. If you're not, there's big penalties, okay? No pushes, no behind. Start, okay? No pushes, okay? No coming out of the tram line until the green flag is thrown, all right? You guys all good? Helmet strapped? Good to go. All right, Tyler, you ready?
He started in 6, got bumped in the he got bumped and hopped.
Fire him up.
So here I am on the formation lap, weaving, trying to warm up my tires, and as you might imagine, this is my first ever pole position, so I am quite nervous heading up to the start, as we then start to line up, as you see right here. Green, 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 green. Here at Sonoma, I chop across the leaders, and I keep the lead into turn 1, surprisingly. Not sure how I managed to pull that off, but Yuan Zhang, the Chinese driver right behind me, is not done yet. He's gonna try to dive down the inside around right about here. Yep, right there. Outside at the exit of Tic-Tac-Toe, we are now side by side at this point. I somehow managed to keep the lead, but he then tries to do the switchback on me. He has a look, but fails. Into the chicane, he backs off. Very wise decision there. And into the hairpin, I leave the inside wide open, and we are now side by side with the Chinaman. I absolutely dive down the inside at the Monaco hairpin, but Yuan Zhang keeps it, does the switchback, and yeah, and takes the lead of the race. But I am not done yet. As we head down the main straightaway into turn 1, I try a move that seems impossible. I drive down the inside of turn 1, bit of contact, but I take the lead of the race. And because of the contact, I unintentionally make my lead lighter, though I wasn't given a penalty for that. So yeah, that's basically my first lap. And down to Monaco hairpin, Yuan Zhang is now back on my heels again. Now, I now have to hold off the Chinese driver for as long as I can, pretty much. I don't want to let this win slip away. It'd be a shame if that were to happen. This is lap 3, I think. Yuan Zhang shadowing me through Tic-Tac-Toe. And he has to lunge down the inside of me at the exit. Right again. This is a second time, but I am not done yet, as I send it back down the inside, and Yi Zhang goes for the switcheroo, and I have to back off because I don't want to make contact in the chicane. And I have a look into the hairpin, into the first hairpin there, but yeah, I then tried to have another look into the Monaco hairpin. Again, fail. As we head on to around lap 5, I think, I am trying my best to close in on the leaders. Then came lap 8. I lost P2, and in a moment of what can only be described as rookie desperation, I went for a lunge on Al and Shmalvia at Tic-Tac-Toe, the narrowest point on the track. So, I just want you to guess how that turned it out. Just guess what happened afterwards? I gave you 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, we collided. My fault entirely. Rookie error. And suddenly I was catapulted down to somewhere around P10 or something, I don't know. No footage of the collision exists, so let's just say the universe is being nice and sparing everyone the embarrassment. But did I give up? Absolutely not. So here I am, trying to call my way back through the field. It is around lap 9, I think, and I am trying my damnness to claw back as many positions as I can to get on the podium. I set a goal for myself to get on the podium in this race. And that's the race over. I finished P4 on the road. So yeah, that's that. I crossed the finish line P4 on the road, and but yeah, remember that collision from earlier? I got hit with a penalty for that, dropping me to P6. A very chaotic pre-final, if I do say so myself. Final race, 15 laps. Everything built up to this. The grid was stacked. Professionals, ex-professionals, hands down the best survive and drive karters across the Americas. Guys like Colin Moore, a NIMSA race winner in GT4 and LMP3. Giovanni Perez de Amico, K1 United States champion, K1 World Championship runner-up.
He can now say he's a national champion here in the United States.
There were drivers from China, Taiwan, Australia, Colombia, the UK, Canada. All of them razor sharp, experienced and fast. And here we are on the lap 2 of the final here in Formula KFX at Sonoma Raceway. Here we go for turn 1 of lap 2. As you see, it is currently a free car fight for the race lead. As you may see, a free car fight, which will soon become a 4-car fight for the race lead, as I will soon be joining it. And as I am catching a rate of knots here, as you saw, I gained almost half a second through the tic-tac-toe section alone. As we go through the first Memo S's and the first hairpin, I have caught up to P3 here. Through the Monaco hairpin we go. I am trying my damnedest to keep up with the P3 man. As we go on to lap 3, P2 tries to make a move on the race leader, but he fails to do so. As we go down into turn 1, everything stays the same as it is. As we go into tic-tac-toe, the section where I am strongest at, and I have now closed the gap. I have joined the 4-way fight for the race lead here at Sonoma Raceway. As we go through Laguna, all 4 go through Laguna, and through the Memo S as we go. I'm gonna have to look down the inside at the first hairpin, but nothing does. As P3 has a look on P2, which opens the door for me to go down the inside of P3 here and through the Monaco hairpin, but P3 does the switchback on me, leaving me through the kink on the outside, which forces me to seat position as we go through make or break corner, I think. I do have another look at the entrance of tic-tac-toe, but I chose not to go for it, as I don't want to repeat the collision from the pre-final. But I do have a look down the inside at the exit of tic-tac-toe on P3, but I choose to back out of it, thinking it's too much risk, and rightfully so. But through the Memo S as we go, and into the first hairpin, I do have a look down the inside, and we make contact, but I put my hand through the air, apologizing, and I cede the position again, due to the contact. I'm gonna have to look down the outside and down the inside. It's this dummy. My father cheering me on as I have to see this position.
Just got to learn the track, for the first time here. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's all.
I have to cede position there due to not wanting a repeat of what happened in the pre-final. I chose not to go for it deliberately. As I go down the inside at the Monaco hairpin, they does a switcheroo on me, meaning I do not get the move complete. Later that lap, I have re-overtaken for position. Lap 6, I think. I'm now holding off P3. I'm now holding position for P3 here. I'm defending with all my might, as P3 was my goal. P3 is my finishing goal for this race, but I have to cede position once again into tic-tac-toe, not wanting a repeat of what happened in the pre-final. I have learned from my mistakes, but I do have a look at the exit of tic-tac-toe. I do get a good run, but it is not enough to fully close the gap as we both go through tic-tac-toe, then through the memo S's, then through the first hairpin. Then I am getting increasingly more desperate here as I try a move that will shocks everybody down the inside.
I'll tell you right now, man, you don't have that guts, don't even. See?
The crowd reacting in horror to my move and wise words from the spectator overheard. As we go on to the next lap, I have a look down the inside of the exit of tic-tac-toe. I am now side by side heading into Laguna with P3. This is for position, and I dive down the inside. He does the switcheroo on me, and into the memo S's. I have to back off.
Did your son have coaching already? See, once he gets a right coach, man, the apex of the track. And understanding when to do this, when to because he already has the skill of, I'm not bullshitting. Yeah. No, I already was watching him. Imagine if he gets a right.
Some coaching.
And I do the dummy down into turn 1 of lap 7. Make contact. It is now a 4-car battle for the P3. It is a 4-car battle for the final podium place. I am leading the battle. As we head through tic-tac-toe and into Laguna, I am leading 4-car battle. And I go side by side into the memo S's. I have to back off due to not wanting a collision. It is an absolutely titanical battle for P3 here. As you see, moves making left, right, and center. P3 and P4, P5, and P6 are side by side. As we go on to lap 8 here at Sonoma Raceway. Dummy once, dummy twice. Head down. Have a look down the inside. I tried to Lewis Hamilton's signature move to dummy. When it didn't work once, I tried it twice. The move didn't work out in the end, but I still had a look. Coming on to lap 10, 6 laps to go here in the final. Here in the Formula KFX Round 2 final. My tires are shot. They have started to overheat. Since it is the end of the race. And I was absolutely abusing those tires during the 4-car battle, meaning I'm losing grip lap by lap. So it is definitely going to be a difficult challenge getting past P3 here.
another goat guy.
Son's a good driver, man. I'm sure he'll be happy to hear that.
Yeah, no.
I crossed the line, hitting the wheel in frustration. So, when the race ended, I'll be honest, I wasn't happy. My goal was P3 or better, and I missed it. P4. So close. In the moment, that stung. You spend the whole weekend clawing your way up, dreaming about that podium, and when it finally slips, through your fingers by just a few tenths, it hurts. But once the helmet came off, and I actually processed what just happened, I realized something. This was my second ever event, against a grid full of professionals and ex-professionals from all over the world, and I finished 4th. Not bad from a kid from Maui who's still figuring it all out. So yeah, I didn't hit my target, but I proved to myself that I can fight at the front. So yeah, I didn't hit my target, but I proved to myself I can fight at the front. And next time, I'm not settling for almost.